go over and be messy. Go over on Clubhouse because we was over there getting into the tea. Now there's a room started by Medina and Farrah Gray over on Clubhouse about leave T.I. and Tiny alone, honey, and they brought me in there and I had to spill the tea about T.I. and Tiny and Sabrina. Now I there's some things that have transpired within the past couple of days. You said you saw me you saw me? Okay, you was there? Okay. Well, there's some things that have transpired within these past couple of days that I felt like we needed to, catch up on because, I left the story a little prematurely, okay? And I felt like it would be the perfect time to talk about it on this fine Saturday evening. Now, for those of you who don't know, well, I'm sure you know by now, T.I. and Tiny have been accused of some malicious things, honey, some malicious things. He's allegedly had to, is losing some of his deals because of this. And I'm like, when it starts affecting your money and this lady is lying on you, I'm going to need him to file a lawsuit. But, it's so many people talking about it now. But in Atlanta, everybody knows this Sabrina Peterson, who is a Glam University, used to be the owner of Glam Bar Salon on Peter Street, used to sell hair on Instagram, that stole people's money, that scammed from people, that did all kind of things, honey, that cut people's faces, and fought. What else? She's been a alleged drug mule. She's done so many different things that everybody in Atlanta is like, we know you for your works, girl. We ain't studying you. However, once he got on like the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk and all of them, it picked up steam. And you know how it goes. A lie can travel the world before the truth even puts his shoes on. So, this lie, look, I ain't in their bedroom, okay? I don't know what they be doing. I don't know who they be doing it with. I don't know what they popping, if they pop the mollies and sweating. I don't know. But what I do know is this messenger that we talking about. Like, people say she bitter, she this, she that. She is crazy as a Betsy, and I believe she is lying on that man. Now, now she's using the whole protect black woman. And, I am the main person. I will sit up here all day and tell you I can't be pro you and anti me. I'm going to be protect black woman all day. You know what I'm saying? But this particular black woman, she on some other stuff. She done cut people. Like, literally slashed people's faces. And she was with K. Michelle when she did it. And K. Michelle left her high and dry. And she ended up serving time for it. So it's like, how will you protect black women when you steady fighting them? Remember Shekinah? We talked about how her and Shekinah had a little fallout. And Shekinah had to go and get a whole restraining order against her.
This shade. And shout out to Fabulous for capturing the images. I want to show you guys a small snippet of that video. And I'm going to show you guys what Shekinah Joe had to say afterwards. So go ahead and check this out.
Shekinah needs to stop talking and start fighting. That's what I would do. That's the best thing to do. You need to stop talking tough and being tough. Because you got a lot of mouth, but we don't know not one whooped ass out here with your name on it. You got a lot of mouth, but not one well-whooped ass in America. Now me, on the other hand, I got a different set of receipts. Too much money in my body to fight. I don't have time for that. What am I fighting for? And why am I fighting about somebody else's situation? If anything, I hope Tip and Tamika work out their differences. They be back together. They be happy. They got kids. I'm not married. I can't speak on Tamika and her husband. I can't get on my live. Wait a minute, Gwen. I can't get. Wait, can you please wait a minute? I can't get on my live and go in on Tamika and her husband business. I can't get out here and make quotes and put up subliminal posts. This girl just talked about Tamika like that, but before it's bad, My page high, bitch! You so mad, girl. You so mad. She don't care nothing about no root. I got the Lord. Root that. That's how she scared everybody be thinking that shit. I'm gonna let you know how she got folks scared running around that thing in XYZ. I got God, girl. You don't scare me. I know Jesus and I know God. Anything you feel, it's okay. Your friend, have your friend. I'm not fighting no bitch about no bitch. That's stupid, bruh. Girl, you got to stop,
Those videos went viral this week and them going back and forth. somebody took a screenshot of basically Tiny coming out to Sabrina's post as Sabrina was going off. Tiny basically said to her, what the fuck you doing? You're basically putting on my business out there. What are you doing, Sabrina? I know we're cool, but you're out of pocket. That's basically what Tiny was trying to say. So people seen Tiny on there and they screenshotted that. And so afterwards, it just was, just a bunch of back and forth online. Eventually, Shekinah went to the police station because she said, she's not a fighter. She might be loud and ghetto, but she don't fight. So she went to the police station and she literally got a restraining order on Sabrina because, again, Sabrina's violent. She's been in lots of fights. She's cut people and she's also a felon. So Shekinah's like, I'm not taking no chances with this crazy bitch. I need her to stay several hundred feet away from my black ass, okay? Go ahead and check out this video and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
That way. You all know I've been getting threatened, right? Somebody's supposed to be kicking my ass. So, I did what I had to do. I came and I got my paperwork. And he's, stay the fuck away from me. 200 feet.
All right, so you guys just saw the video. Shekinah getting that damn restraining order. So now, as of today, it's clearly apparent who Tiny is siding with, because on Easter weekend, there's a video that Candy posted on social media, and basically the first one's at the OLG restaurant, which stands for the Old Lady Gang restaurant, that Candy and her husband Todd just opened. The first ones there were Tiny and Shekinah Joe. So obviously Tiny is standing by her BFF, Sabrina. I mean, in my personal opinion, because a lot of people want to know what I thought about this situation, and I thought that the situation was just basically messy. I was kind of wondering why Sabrina kept, she was just being super messy in this situation. I noticed her Instagram name was always coming up. She was always posting little things and stuff like that. And I really feel like Sabrina's not really such a good friend to Tiny. I feel like she pretends to care. But I feel about this whole situation with Sabrina and Tiny, I feel like her so-called friend is doing nothing more but trying to exploit her situation. Like, I don't understand how Sabrina has more feelings invested in this situation than Tiny does. It's like Sabrina's making videos of all the women that T.I. done cheated with, and Sabrina's posting all these little comments. But the problem is every time that she was posting stuff like that, Tiny was liking it, because I showed y'all that in the different videos I've been talking about over the past few months. Tiny needs to realize Shekinah's a real friend, because a real friend is not going to take your business and put it on social media. A real friend's going to have your back. A real friend's going to talk about your personal life to you personally and in private. Everything is not everybody's business on social media. So to me, that's the big difference between Shekinah and Sabrina. And I respect Shekinah for being grown enough to say, you know what, I don't fight. You know what I'm saying? I got a new body. I'm feeling good. I own my own business. What I look like putting my shit on the line to fight you. And that's a mentality that you have to have once you're an adult. And I've said this time and time again. And thank you, Shekinah, for reiterating that, because you have a bigger fan base than I do. When you have things to lose, you can't engage in foolishness. So I respect her for going to the damn police and getting a damn restraining order. That's what grown folks do. You don't see, rich white folks online fighting and going back and forth and doing stupid shit. They hire lawyers and they get lawsuits done. They get restraining orders and they call the police. They don't have time for that. People who have nothing to lose sit on social media all day telling their business to be ready to fight at the drop of a dime. If you have nothing to lose, what do you have to gain? So I respect Shekinah for saying, I'm too grown to be out here fighting and doing all that dumb shit. I could see if they was still in high school, if they was in junior high, yes, females are going to get into it, females are going to fight, females are going to go back and forth. But once you get a certain age, especially once you're in your 30s, you need to let the law handle that shit and be about your damn business. So much respect to Shekinah for taking the high road and not even engaging in that foolishness and going straight down to the police. So why even involve yourself with somebody who's violent and has a felony on their record? And I'm not saying that Sabrina hasn't changed, because it seems like she's trying to, get her life on track, and she's running her own little motivational group and stuff like that. Atlanta native. Her for coming out of prison and starting her own business, to start her own hustle. I'll never knock her for that. But I do feel like over the past few months, Sabrina's been, really, really messy. But I also kind of blame Tiny, because she allowed the situation to get out of control as much as it did. And like I always tell folks, when people show you their true colors, don't question yourself. You get rid of them. Folks should have to show you one time. People know deep down inside what a real friend is and what you expect from a real friend. And when a so-called real friend cannot show you the meaning of being in a friendship, then at that point you got to cut them off. I've been there, done that, and you ain't got but one time with me. Once I see that you're disloyal and you're fake and you're disingenuine, I cut you off and I keep it moving.
The vendetta against Mayor Bottoms because she feels like, Mayor Bottoms has not given her the time of day. Now, wait, I'm not finished. Wait, I'm not finished. So, hold on, wait. Before all the drama happened, T.I. actually reposted this, right? Here's Trouble Man, reposted this situation, and he had the same thing to say. Excuse me, Miss Felicia Moore, but our culture run this town. So, right after he posted that was when Sabrina went on her page. Sabrina Peterson went on her page and then sent a message to, Keisha Lance Bottoms. Hold on, we going back. If she had deleted it, here she is right here. This is when she sent this on the same day. She posting a picture of this is my candidate for mayor. When I was on the steps of City Hall, she was the only person to come out and hear what was going on. She also invited me to speak in front of the city council with my concerns about crime in Atlanta. She's a hard worker, blah, blah, blah. Felicia Moore, let's go. So that is right after that, she posted what Isaac Hayes said. Men, they conveniently downplay the experiences of women. Stop, Isaac Hayes, because you are about to blemish your page. Constantly speak down on a woman's experience with your friend Keisha Bottoms, but I'm sure what political favor you want, but I'm telling you my experience. I was a victim, blah, blah, blah. So then it was right after that she decided that she would call out Keisha Bottoms for working with T.I. The sad part about being a woman and being black woman is this. The public praises our predators. Trouble Man, you put a gun to my head in front of my children. And this is where it started. And then at the bottom, what's the last paragraph? Let's talk, Keisha Lance Bottoms. You can't have a person that victimized women speak for us. Let's have a real talk. So, in essence, all of this started because of her disdain for Keisha Lance Bottoms and her, because Keisha Lance Bottoms hasn't offered her an opportunity to speak. I told y'all she's a clout chaser, and she's taking this opportunity to go after T.I. because T.I. works with Keisha Lance Bottoms on a lot of the issues, and he actually, talks to her about the crime commission. Now, I'm not ever gonna say, no women were victimized. This is not a issue about women being victimized. This is about a woman who has a vendetta against the establishment, who is using T.I., a black man, to get back at the mayor of Atlanta. So we sitting there and we like, wait a minute. Everybody in Atlanta knows we can see for ourselves. We can count it on our fingers and toes. We understand what's going on. But it's all the people around the United States, all the people who are watching, who are constantly saying, T.I. is misogynistic. T.I. is cheating on his wife. T.I., we know they have threesomes. It's the salacious gossip, that, we are so invested in, that now that she has, dropped whatever receipt she has. Now let's talk about these receipts. Can we please talk about these receipts? Sabrina Peterson actually concocted some receipts from, hold on. I was trying to catch her in a lie. Here it is right here. The Industry on Blast. Shout out to the Industry on Blast. I'm not following them from this account, so I can't get in there. So the Industry on Blast posted this, okay, and caught Sabrina posting fake T.I. and Tiny victims. Now, Sabrina had posted, a few of these on her Instagram page, and, it had, like, detailed stories about the sex. And I woke up, and I was bleeding from my anus and my vagina. I didn't know what was going on, and they made me take Molly. Now, apparently, the Industry on Blast. They done got caught, so they just sent this to everybody and said, LMO, I made it sound so real. Her dumb ass. Like, imagine how many other people are actually doing this. Just hopping on the bandwagon, trying to make them look bad. Like, I did that just to prove a point, and it worked. She just posted any random ass messages. She got a lot. She get desperate as fuck. So they got the proof, the actual screenshot from they message. And here is exactly what she posted. So, you know, I just wanted to show y'all that. And then there was another one. Hold on, let me go back. There was another one. Hold on. Here's some more. This was on Twitter. Oh my God, y'all. Yes, it's really posted on the lady page that's exposing T.I. and Tiny, talking about she was a victim. I'm crying. And there is the lady's name, Bobby Playhouse. There wrote another story, and they got a copy of it. So, yeah, it's a lot. So when you start to see things like this, again, like I told you, it's not about the message. Sometimes it's about the messenger. I can sit here and eat all day. I can sit here. I don't have no dog in this fight. You know, look, T.I. ain't my best friend. Look, T.I. ain't no Nene Leaks around here, okay? So, I mean, but my thing is, why would I sit here and, like, spread vicious rumors and something that I know is a lie? This is on some Tasha K level shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've seen it. I personally witnessed it myself. There's some YouTubers, especially YouTubers, they'll get things in their DM that they know is false and just put it up simply because they got it, and they feel like just because they say allegedly that people can run with it so they make their little money because all y'all gonna watch it. Well, I ain't that person. I would rather sit here and deal from a position of truth than not. And speaking of that, I spoke to somebody from TMC today. I was like, why y'all ain't picking up this stuff? Because, you know, I want to know. I want to know, like, why isn't it all over the place? And they saying the same thing. It's not credible. And everybody knows, again, they keep other people around the city, and it's politically motivated. And so being politically motivated, I have to question, is Felicia Moore or somebody in Felicia Moore's camp paying Sabrina Peterson to do this, you know, to make it a bad reflection on Keisha Lance's bottoms? Like, what is the agenda here? So again, I'm not saying that, you know, T.I. and Tiny don't get down in the bedroom. Again, I don't know what they do in the bedroom, but, you know, in doing so, why we gotta care? Like she said, he pulled a gun out her for fighting. Tiny said, you know, it was because she was beating up somebody. And here we are now. All of a sudden, it's going from, you know, he pulled a gun out to he's drugging and raping people. Like, how did it conflate issues? And then people are talking about this. Let's talk about this. Hold on. This lie detector, child. Somebody talk about this lie detector as if the lie detector means that she is telling the truth. So she went and paid somebody for a lie detector, an independent lie detector. Y'all must don't live in Atlanta. Y'all know you can pay anybody in Atlanta to do whatever they want to do. But she paid for this lie detector, this independent lie detector, and said, please attach report of the polygraph examination administered in my office, blah, 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 blah. So she got the test. The questions asked, in 2007, did T.I. Harris point a gun at your head? Yes. In 2007, did T.I. Harris point a gun at your head in Tamika's home? Yes. In 2007, did T.I. Harris threaten you with a gun pointed to your head? Yes. Well, why not ask in 2007, were you fighting? In 2007, were you threatening a woman's life in T.I.'s presence? In 2007, like, what the heck? It is bogus. Exactly. And why not ask, were you a witness to T.I., you know, raping and drugging women? Why we didn't get those questions on the polygraph test? Why? And then, I want to know, this shyster, this scammer, she posted when she was in there taking the test. If you in there taking the test, right, you post this. Why not post the entire test? Why post when you sit down getting ready to take the test? I want to see the whole test. I want to see everything. I want to see when that needle go up. I want to see everything. Just lies. Just lies.
It's on me, right?
So Sabrina, first of all, we just completed the test, and the way that I value the job, I value it myself, but want to also do separate computer algorithms as a second opinion. we actually checked you 3 questions. They're actually the same about whether or not you were held at the gunpoint. And so we have 3 pertinent questions. In 2007, did T.I. Harris pointed a gun to your head? You said yes. Second question was in 2007, did T.I. Harris pointed a gun?
Clout is a hell of a drug. If you just get in here, go ahead and like this video, please.
And in the third question,
go ahead, like this video.
T.I. Harris threatened you with a gun pointed to your head? You said yes. Based on my evaluation of the charts and based on those 2 computer algorithms, my conclusion is that you told the truth on those 3 pertinent questions. You told the truth, and based on this test, you indeed were held at the gunpoint in Tameka's home and by T.I. Harris.
Thank you. That's my thoughts on the matter. I want to hear y'all's thoughts on the matter. I know some of y'all are like, I believe it. Y'all, regardless of the situation, if it's a celebrity, y'all gonna believe that the celebrity did what they said. Whatever they said they did that shit. Isn't that what Vincent said in the movie? Well, I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, but the messenger isn't anyway, let me put this in here.